What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to another BudNixon episode from Adventure Ready Shop. On today's episode, I'm going to talk about RAM mounts and Weboost antennas. So hopefully this is something you might be looking for, and maybe you want to, like me, who had a mount fail. So what we're talking about is this guy here. You can get this whole, I'm going to call it contraption, off of RAM Mount's website, probably anywhere for, I think it's like they're about $20 plus shipping or so. And then what happens is you will use that to mount your Weboost antenna. And keep in mind, this I have it set up as a shorty, so this is 1.5 inch class. I think they rate them as a class C or something like that, like C bowl size, whatever, 1.5 inch. So that goes here, and that part is supposed to stay on this part here. And I'm going to put a link on Amazon for this as well. So fail part is this. Just one of the days I looked to the back and I didn't hit nothing, not even on a trail. I don't know if this is just happening for a while or what, but so that busted off. So here at the Adventure Radio Shop, BudNixon shop, whatever you want to call it, things are always brewing up and ideas always popping in my head of how I can make it less of an issue, because we do tend to take our rigs to the less traveled paths and routes and whatever, and last thing I want to do is find out that I'm missing my antenna. I have an extra expense in my pocket. So the idea that I come up with is this. We're going to take this bolt here, because if you look, we're going to be matching basically the profile, but the cap going to be like this. And I'm pretty darn close to the size, so I'm going to try to find another bolt that matches that one, and I will tell you what we come up with. So stay tuned. So here we go. We got a contender. This is a 16 millimeter, so 9/16 roughly inch, 16 millimeter bolt. So the goal is to basically cut it off over here, and we're gonna kind of sort of make it work like that. And then I'm gonna probably just tack weld that part from my opening here, and that will create my mount. This might come handy for something else. So now we have this part here. I'm going to clean it up with the belt sander a little bit and see where we get. Nice and flush. Keep in mind that these parts get warm when you work with them. So the goal now is to see if this is going to work just like we would want it to, and I believe it will. So with that part being there and that part being there, when I'm tightening it, everything lines up. I don't think it's going to come out, because if you really consider this here, it's either going to go like this, right? Or the other way it could lay in there, or laying up in there, I should say, would be like so. So you see how the corners here start lining up? So when you tighten it up, obviously it's just going to hold fine. So let's throw this, clean this up and throw it on a welder, or throw a welder at it and put it on our tailgate. So line it up with the opening. There we go. I promise no ram mounts were hurt during this process. I can pretty much put my hand to it, it's still okay. Not too hot. So let this cool off, throw some paint on it, and this problem is no more. If you look at it that way, I guess. Right? All right, budification continues. So to better the process, so this thing does not get any shake at all, and all shake and, you know, bake and continue just in this spring. So let the spring absorb it all. To make sure that nothing is moving around, I'm gonna put this rubber washer that I'm gonna wrap around the bolt head down there, and then these spacers are gonna make it very, very nice and snug fit. So let's see how that comes out. I guess you might say that's maybe one too many things to do, but in any case, those plastic washers there and the rubber seal ring on the bottom, it makes it very, so I'm trying to move it here, and it makes it very, very sturdy. Now that that thing is welded on here, I don't think that will ever break. So I think that's a successful modification. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and it comes in handy if there's any other mods that you would like to see happening, and it's something that, you know, tied into my rig. Feel free to let me know. Check out Go Adventure store at goadventure.com for various products that I offer, Tempo Tusk, and just other things that I do. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time.